In this video, I'm going to tell you a little bit about the science behind Osy Osmosis. But first, I'd like to talk about Osmos for a second. Osy Osmosis is not the popular game Osmos. It's also not a clone of the game Osmos, although Osmos is a great game. In fact, Eddie Boxerman, the programmer of Osmos, was kind enough to stop by our Steam Greenlight page and explain the situation. He said, "The game mechanics are different. As they've mentioned, they've taken their inspiration from the process of osmosis, which you may have learned about in high school chemistry. Osmos, on the other hand, is all about Newtonian mechanics, and the name comes more from cosmos than osmosis. Osmos may seem a bit osmosis-y, as matter is transferred across surfaces, but it's not really representative of the process, which is about solute concentrations." Okay, back to Osy. So you'll notice there's little yellow things in the environment, and also inside Osy. Those are solute, like Eddie mentioned. There's also little blue squares, those are water. If you look closely, you can see there are little squares of water clustered around the solute. That's solute-bound water as opposed to free water that's just floating around in the environment. The main mechanic in Osy Osmosis is to add and remove solute inside Osy. Osy is a cell with a semi-permeable membrane that only free water can diffuse through. That's osmosis. You notice that there is both solute-bound and free water inside Osy. When you add a solute, some of the water molecules attach to the solute, and that reduces the concentration of free water inside Osy, so more water diffuses through her membrane, and she swells up. Diffusion is when molecules move from an area of high concentration to an area of low concentration. In Osy, the concentration of free water determines which direction osmosis occurs in. When you remove bits from Osy, the water molecules are released from the solute, so the concentration of free water increases. So the water diffuses out of Osy and she shrinks. As you move around the environment and the concentration of solute changes, you have to use this to your advantage to keep Osy at a safe concentration so you can collect all those wonderful stars. I hope you enjoyed this video, and maybe learned something too.